Ladies, if you are still out here dating with the same dating style that you had back when you was a teenager, when you was a young girl, this is your sign that you need to level up your dating style and the way that you choose partners. If you don't know who I am, my name is Zada Monroe. Welcome to this channel. Welcome to this girlhood where we decode feminine behaviors, toxic feminine behaviors, and transform that into powerful feminine womanhood. Back in the day, if you were never taught to have standards like me, then you probably had to learn through experiences. I'm that girl. I'm that girl here for you to save you the time, energy, or just give you some advice in this arena, okay? One of the biggest mistakes that we as women do is we confuse standards for preferences and expectations. Now, what I've learned over time is having standards is crucial because it sets the foundation, the roadmap to make sure that you're in alignment. But when you confuse it for your expectations or your preferences, or you put it all in one category, that type of mindset can have you end up with the wrong person. First of all, what are standards? Standards are what you require to feel safe, to feel respected, and to feel valued. It is the foundational non-negotiables that someone has to have aside from everything else. Everything else is a bonus. Their looks, their money, their height, all those things, all those extra things are just preferences. But the non-negotiables are a must. But when it comes to standards, standards is all about character. Do they have honest communication? Are they emotionally mature? Are they consistent with their words and their actions? Are they respectful? Are they accountable? Are they kind? Are they gentle? Are they good listeners? These are the foundational requirements that are going to be necessary if you decide to build a relationship with this person. Now, understand that having those standards for a relationship does not mean that you can't have fun with someone who doesn't meet your requirements, but you have to be well self-aware enough to know that if they do not have the foundational requirements, then that is not someone that you want to build a relationship with. Is that clear? We know that not everyone is meant for us, and we know that not everyone is meant for a long-term season. So it's up to you to make those choices, whether you want to keep them in the friend zone or if you want to take it further. Understand that if you want to take it further, they cannot move further if they do not meet the non-negotiables. Okay. Having standards protects your well-being. It allows you to rest and be soft and be yourself. It allows you to feel comfortable. See, the thing about preferences is that they're optional and they can also change. When you were younger, you might have said, oh, I want him to be tall, dark, and handsome. But then as you get older, those things are not even as important. You may date someone who's from a whole different race. You may date someone a whole different color. You know, those things start to change as you grow older. So, you dating someone with locks, or you dating someone who's clean cut, someone who's in this profession or that profession. Understand that preferences are optional and they do change. The truth is, real people have flaws. Nobody's perfect. Everybody has good days and bad days, and healthy relationships require those standards and not perfection. Now, I do want to make a disclaimer, and I hate to be the one to tell you this, but if you are in a relationship right now where you didn't have standards before you met this person, that is not your person. I'm here to tell you, that is not your person. You attracted them from a place of vulnerability, of not knowing, of being naive, or whatever state that you were in, but it wasn't from a place of loving yourself, of knowing yourself. And so if this is you, I have another video I'm putting out called the exit strategy, where I kind of give you some ways on how to be gentle with the person that you're with, and also gentle with yourself, forgiving for, attracting this person when you weren't in a healthy space. Now, mind you, this channel is not about bashing men. This is about empowering the woman, being more self-aware, knowing those deep-seated wounds within you and how you attract those particular people in your life. It's best to fix the root than to do all these surface things, because losing weight, changing your diet or changing your profession, those things are great. But until you look in the mirror, go within, do the work, fix the wounds that are hiding inside that inner girl, that inner child, and transform those habits, that pain, into being a more confident and powerful, loving woman, a woman who loves herself and knows her worth. That's what this platform is about. I just wanted to throw that in there. So some examples of standards versus expectations look something like this. I need honesty. Is this person honest? An expectation would be, oh, he tells me everything. He should never make mistakes. I don't want someone who makes mistakes. That's not realistic. Or a standard might be, I need consistency, versus an unrealistic expectation like, oh, he should talk to me exactly how I want him to 100% of the time. No. I need respect in a relationship. An unrealistic expectation would be, I need him to agree with everything that I say. No. So remember, standards are non-negotiables. Preferences are good, but they are optional. And it's up to you to determine what works for you, what you're looking for, and then you move from there. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Check out my website. I'm going to link it in the description box below. I have a few PDFs that you may want to check out. One is the green flag dating first date checklist. Check that out. I also have the boundary boot camp if you are still needing help with setting boundaries, whether that's in your love life, your career, or with family. And I also have a journal that I just released on Amazon called The Woman Unlocked. It's a dating journal. It also has a lot of self-worth prompts in there just to keep you on track when you are dating. I'm so excited. I have so much coming up that you may want to stay tuned for. So if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And with that being said, I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.